Deep in the heart of a forgotten forest, where the trees grew too close and their twisted branches blocked out the sun, there was a place the villagers refused to enter. They called it the Whispering Woods, and the stories told about it chilled even the bravest souls. It was said that anyone who entered the woods would hear whispers, soft, soothing voices that called their name. No one who followed those voices ever came back. The villagers believed the forest was alive, feeding on the lost and luring them deeper into its heart. One stormy evening, a traveler named Eleanor arrived at the village. She was fearless, a wanderer who scoffed at superstitions. When she heard of the Whispering Woods, her curiosity burned brighter than her caution. Ignoring the villagers' warnings, she set off with only a lantern and her knife. The moment Eleanor stepped into the woods, the air turned icy and the silence pressed against her ears. It wasn't long before she heard them, the whispers. They were faint at first, indistinct, but as she ventured deeper, they became clearer. "Eleanor," they murmured, sounding like old friends. "Eleanor, come closer." Her steps faltered. She told herself it was the wind, yet her name rang too distinctly. As the whispers grew louder, she realized they weren't just coming from one direction. They surrounded her, echoing from the trees, the ground, even the shadows cast by her lantern. She pressed on, determined to find the source. But the deeper she went, the stranger the woods became. The trees seemed to shift when she wasn't looking, their gnarled trunks bending as if watching her. Her lantern flickered, and she saw shapes in the darkness, faces with hollow eyes carved into the bark of the trees. One face whispered, its wooden lips moving, "Stay with us." Eleanor's breath hitched. Her instincts screamed at her to run, but her feet refused to obey. The whispers became a chorus, rising into a deafening chant. The lantern went out, plunging her into darkness. Then she saw it, a figure standing in the distance, bathed in an eerie blue glow. It had no face, only a shifting void where features should have been. It raised an arm and pointed deeper into the woods. Terrified, Eleanor turned to flee, but the path behind her was gone. In its place was a wall of trees, their branches interlocking like prison bars. The whispers grew frantic, their words overlapping, pleading, commanding. "Stay. Belong. Never leave." Eleanor's screams were swallowed by the forest. The villagers waited for her return, but like the others before her, she was never seen again. Sometimes, when the wind blew just right, the villagers claimed they could hear her voice among the whispers, calling out for help. But no one dared to follow. The forest always wanted more.